Good morning. My name is Megan Edwards of Focus Communications, and today we're getting the latest update from Mantaro Precious Metals, which trades on the Toronto Venture Stock Exchange under the symbol MNTR. Joining me once again today is Mantaro CEO Craig Hairfield. Craig, thanks for joining us today. How are you?
Doing great, thank you. Been busy with some travels and lots of exciting stuff going on at Golden Hill. So thanks for having us.
As a general introduction to any new listeners and watchers, could you provide an overview of Mantaro and your projects in South America?
Sure. Sounds good. So Mantaro Precious Metals, we have three main projects. The San Jose and San Glorias projects, silver projects in Peru, and the Golden Hill gold project in Bolivia. And I always say there's a common theme between these three projects in that they all have kind of district scale size potential. But additionally, none of these have been properly explored by other companies. And so there's a lot of potential to prove out what we have there. But additionally, every single project has seen kind of some previous small scale mining activity, which is the best signal you can get that there's a potentially high grade deposit there. And we've been receiving a lot of hype for our Golden Hill project in Bolivia recently because, I mean, for one, as we're going to talk about, I think we started a drilling program recently, but additionally, Bolivia as a jurisdiction is starting to receive a lot of attention because, as someone put it to me recently, it's the best kept secret in mining because it's been really overlooked by the international kind of mining industry for quite a number of years. So there's a lot of mineral wealth there in the country, and we're starting to see a lot of activity with companies moving in there and poking around. So
the company announced that the first 4 drill holes were recently completed at ESCARCHA at Golden Hill. Can you give us a little bit of a rundown of these holes as well as what insights you gathered at ESCARCHA so far?
Absolutely. So maybe I'll give a quick overview of the broader drill program. And if you look at this map here, you can see the ESCARCHA deposit is here, and that's been the focus of our drilling activities primarily, as we really understand it from both having access via surface mining and previous underground mining. So we're drilling that pretty heavily, but we're also going to step out later and hit some of these targets along this 4-kilometer trend. And so we'll do some scout drilling there as well. But back on ESCARCHA, there's a news release we put out recently where you can see where we've hit our first 4 holes. And so we've done 2 things with these holes. We've essentially, as some of you might recall from seeing our corporate presentation, there are a few historic drill holes, and we have the data on that. So we're trying to repeat some of those drill holes, repeat those results, but additionally, we're also drilling to test the depth continuity of some of these vein structures, which again, we've really mapped out well from both the surface and underground. And underground only went to maybe 50, 60 meters in depth. And so we've started testing down below those workings, and we're starting to see what we wanted to see, which is that these veins are continuing at depth, and we've tested down to 150 meters. And so I will say, actually, as of the date of this recording, we just completed our 6th drill hole, and we're doing the same thing essentially. So you can see in this picture here, the first couple drill holes were here along this cross section, and then we stepped down about 75 meters and drilled 2 more here, and then we're stepping down to drill another cross section, or we just stepped down to drill a cross section there recently as well. And so bottom line, we're not seeing any surprises. We're seeing what we want to see in terms of vein structures and continuity, which is great news. So everything looks great visually, but I guess the proof is in the pudding, and we'll see what assay results look like, which we'll start to receive in the next few weeks.
Do you know how many holes you're expecting to drill in this program?
Yeah, so I think we're estimating about 30, and we're drilling deeper holes around ESCARCHA. So we'll hit depths of 250, maybe even 300 meters in terms of our drill length. But when we move to some of the other deposits for scout drilling, we'll obviously drill shorter holes to test things. But Yeah, so we're estimating. We're being a bit flexible as we go along and see. If we see good things allow ESCARCHA, we might drill even with some more density. But we're definitely going to save some drill holes to scout out and hit some of these other areas south of there.
And changing locations a little bit to your Peruvian projects, where you seem to be making progress towards your maiden drill campaign at Santa Gloria in Peru. Could you provide us with an update here as well?
Of course, yeah. It's been permitting has been the name of the game there for quite some time. So as a recap, earlier this year we received our community agreements at Santa Gloria, and then we recently announced that we received our FTA environmental approval, which is a big approval. At Santa Gloria, and so what's remaining is just a couple more kind of small permits. One is the approval for initiating drilling activities and water use permits as well. So we're on track, and we expect to receive those permits to be fully ready for drilling in the coming weeks, say approximately August timeframe. With that said, we've done a lot of work leading up to this from a geologic perspective. We've sampled, we've mapped veins, we've designed a drill program. We're going through the process at the moment of kind of refreshing some drilling contracts, and we'll see. We haven't formally approved that we're going to jump into that drill program once this permit is received, but it's high on our minds, and that's something we're definitely looking hard at jumping into next.
And going forward, what can we expect in terms of news flow for both of these projects? I'm sure you guys are pretty busy and have a busy season ahead of you.
Yeah, so a lot of news flow is going to come out of Golden Hill in the next few weeks. So we'll probably put out an update to just communicate to the markets what we're seeing. And then, like we said, probably late July, we hope to start putting out some assay results. And hopefully there'll be lots of good news following from that, and at the same time, hopefully we'll be able to announce at Santa Gloria that we've got all the permits we need and it's drill ready. So yeah, definitely exciting time for us.
Well, thank you so much for your time today, Craig. We continue to look forward to hearing about all the news and the updates at Mantaro, and we'll definitely chat soon.
Sounds great.